So rounding out the year with Stadia so far has been pretty awesome, and I'm excited to see where this platform is headed in 2022 and even beyond. So today I have some awesome information that I've uncovered that shows that Stadia is not only looking to get AAA titles, but even hire for roles to make that process as fast as possible. This was some really cool stuff that I found. Also in this video, Stadia has a new promotion for a free month of Stadia Pro. And speaking of Stadia Pro, we have our first announced game for January, and I'm going to quickly touch on some Stadia sales. All that in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe so you're always up to date with all Stadia news. So I'm going to start this off with the 12 Days of Celebration promo that Stadia has been featuring on Twitter, and the reason I'm even looking at this is because they actually announced the first pro game we're going to see in January, and that is going to be Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. This is a Metroidvania side-scrolling action RPG that released back in 2019, has been a really good title on Stadia, and from all reports, this is a game that has over 21,000 overwhelmingly positive user reviews. The game is very well loved. It's a very high quality indie game, and people have said it's really good on Stadia as well. Not only that, but Stadia announced that this is just the first reveal, and there will be a second one that will be coming soon that will happen with this 12 Days of Stadia celebration, so we'll be on the lookout for the second announced game. But speaking of Stadia Pro, currently Stadia is sending out emails to those who have not been part of Stadia Pro, and these emails contain a free month for you guys to come back. Now, you'll want to check your inboxes to claim this, and I think this is a really neat promotion Stadia is doing because you're really seeing a lot of new users and returning users as well, so good stuff there. Alright though, with that guys, I wanted to go ahead and cover something that I stumbled across while looking at some positions that Stadia is hiring for, and they're hiring for quite a few jobs, as I counted over a dozen for some pretty big positions within the company for Stadia. And some things that I found within these listings were pretty fascinating to say the least. They even give some insight into what Google is planning with Stadia, none more so than this listing right here for a software development manager for Stadia porting. Now, one paragraph here, it mentions that the Stadia porting team seeks to drastically reduce or even eliminate the work required for partners to bring their existing AAA games to Google's cloud-based platform for graphic-rich, real-time interactive applications. Now, this goes in line with information that was given many months ago on how Google is finding ways to expedite the process of getting games onto Stadia and making it a very seamless process. Now, if you're wondering why is this even important, it's because the faster and easier it is to get your game ported over, the easier it is to convince the publishers and developers to get their game onto this platform. What struck me here is that the wording is how they even went as far as to say eliminating the work required to bring AAA games. And as I kept going through the many job listings, I continuously found wording like here for a technical program manager, where it says that Stadia is the technology bringing the AAA gaming platform that lets users play games seamlessly on their phones, laptops, and TVs, and more. I consistently found the emphasis on these listings on AAA games, which I think is great. Again, the emphasis not only on more games like the recent mini roadmap that Stadia gave to us, but AAA games. So, I mean, finally, there was just more consistent wording throughout these listings I found, and there's even more here. No bigger example than this one here for a product lead and partner experience for Stadia, where it mentions as the product lead for Stadia's infrastructure and partner experience team, you will lead cross-product multi-year roadmaps, helping to support gaming and other forms of graphic-rich real-time interactive application. So again, I kept finding more wording revealing the word future roadmaps and maintaining those with partners, indicating to me that Stadia is in it for the long haul. It wants to ensure that these relationships with publishers and developers are good ones. And honestly, Stadia looking to hire more new talent for these important roles certainly gives me even more confidence than I was already having. The fact that the greater emphasis is, of course, is games, but not only games, but big ones, shows me that this is certainly looking good for at least what Stadia hopes to accomplish, and that is all one really can wish for. Of course, we'll continue to see how this plays out. I know Stadia has really been hard at work at not only getting games onto Stadia, but making sure it's as easy as possible, and I think this is my biggest takeaway from all this information that I found. Guys, to end the video, I quickly wanted to highlight though some Stadia sales. As you guys can see here, I noticed some family games just in time for the Christmas gatherings. We have Cake Bash, Get Packed, Fogs. These are all great family-friendly party titles. I want to place emphasis on family-friendly. Then you have a few indie titles like Grim and Darkside Detective that are solid games and at a good price, by the way. With that, guys, let me know your thoughts on all the things we covered in this video, and what do you guys hope to see from Stadia in 2022? I definitely want to know those opinions down below. I'm Sunny, and as always, I'll see you guys in the clouds.